Yes.
So if you're signed as a public adjuster after, let's say, the 60 days that the policyholder had,
Well, you don't have to. I just wanted people to hear you.
so if you're signed as a public adjuster 60 days after they were required by their policy to send the SPOL, what do you do at that point?
So typically, once a public adjuster gets signed on, typically the insurer has the right to reset their statutory requirements. Now, is that always the case? No. But typically, and if there's any attorneys in the room that has any specific language that says that, but typically, once you get signed on as a public adjuster, you just go in. For example, imagine most homeowners never get on their roof. So usually there's an exception to late notice of damage because you never get on your roof anyway. When it comes to filing these claims, most times, and if y'all seen anything other than that, but a lot of times it allows you to reset that clock. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
You had stated that that you had to give an estimate to the policyholder. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
What was the reason for that? Is that like as a courtesy to keep them informed? Because what is a policyholder, the homeowner, really going to, I guess, rebuttal to their PA or to about, oh, add this, subtract that? Is that just part of the process as far as like following the policy provisions?
Got it. So the question was, given the estimate to the policy holder, is that just a courtesy or is it something that you should do as a requirement? Correct?
Yes.
So I think it's a good courtesy, but it's more than a courtesy. So according to Florida statute, if you do not submit it to them within 60 days, then they have the right to cancel their contract with you. So that's probably one of the most important. But as it relates to your E&O, imagine, or when it comes to getting the claim, like let's say if it does get to examination under oath, or let's say they do have recorded statements, and all of a sudden this opposing or this counsel for the insurance company is saying, hey, did you know that your adjuster was charging this? Did you know? And they always look shocked. I didn't know. Actually, yes, you did know. I sent you this email because you wanted to be verifiable. And the reason why I worded, hey, let me know if anything needs to be added or anything needs to be removed. The insurer is going to look at that document very, very detailed because they're trying to see if anything needs to be added. So, yes, so to answer your question, I think it's a good courtesy, but it helps you as a public adjuster and keeps the claim. Yes.
Can I comment on?
Absolutely. Hey, sir. And Angela, she's commenting.
One of the other reasons you want to do that is because the duties after the loss is the policyholder's duty, right? It's not Rand's duty. Even though we represent the policyholder in the claim, we can't stand in the place of the policyholder. We can represent them. We can coordinate for them. We can provide information to them and resources to them. But it's their claim. So what if we fire tomorrow, right? So if they didn't know that their damage is $230,000 for repair, and they didn't know that's being submitted to the insurance company, you're not representing the policyholder, you're representing yourself and what you're trying to recover on. So that's why it needs, another reason why it needs to go. And have them respond back and confirm, yes, this is the claim that I intend to make, yes, this is the scope of my damages, this represents everything that I'm claiming. And then you, as a public adjuster, you're helping them execute that.
It protects you as well.
It does protect you. It is a CYA.
Yes.
But it's also the duty of the policyholder, not the public adjuster.
Absolutely. Any other questions? And let me know whenever my time's up, Katie. Yes.
I'm a contractor,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd say very few of my claims will end up going to a public adjuster, but the way I'm understanding this is that every one of these should have a sworn proof of loss tied to them. As a contractor, can I advise my homeowners to read their policy and see if this is something that they need to be submitting?
So I guess the right word is, should you make them aware, right? So I would to me, in the state of Florida, you can make a contractor can make an insured aware that they could possibly file a claim, right? And if I was a contractor, I would make them aware to look at their duties after a loss and look at the signed sworn proof of loss.